Welcome to one more unboxing video. This time we're going to have the pleasure to unbox Fog of Love. Now, Fog of Love, for those of you who are not aware, is one of the finest examples why modern board gaming in general makes a difference. And this is a brilliant example to this statement. And once I unbox the game and show you a couple of things, you're gonna figure out on your own why what I'm saying is true. So first of all, Fog of Love has an amazing production. You see, everything fits. The main box slides within the socket. It's very, very hard. It didn't look like a normal game box, for board games that is, at the beginning to me. It looked more like some kind of fancy electronic, to be honest. But I was very surprised that they spared no money on the quality, and this goes everywhere from the quality of the board. Look how thick this is. You see? This is, I mean, you can even put other games on top of that and this won't squeeze at all. This is amazing, amazing quality. It looks like a gem on your shelf, to be honest. So this is the back of the game box, of the sleeve, if you want to call it like that. The main art for the main cover is minimalistic, and once I tell you about what the game is about, you're going to understand why. There is the man and a woman. So let's see what we get inside the box. We have the main board, which looks something like that. So you have various spots to place the cards. Everything happens around the cards in this game, and there are a lot of things coming out as an expansion as well, with more decks, which is great. So one character sits on this side and one character sits on that side. There's distinctive like a pink color towards this direction, bluish color to this direction if you're playing a male and a female. To be honest, nothing prohibits you to play two males or two females or whatever. I heard they're having different expansions as well to support this, but it's all about the experience the game provides. And what you're trying to do is essentially, I'm going to have to show you on another how to play video the details of how to set up and play the game, which will follow some days after this video. But in general, you're playing different chapters where you're not playing yourself. There's a lot of, you have to follow and pursue specific goals in order to score and get more points, but you're playing the character from one relationship with your partner or your friend. So you have to remember that, you get some traits and some specifics to your character, and you need to try to play keeping those in mind. Not play as if you were playing yourself, with your own personality and your own character. Play with these traits of this character's personality, and the same happens from the other side, and all this comes together, and everyone's trying to get the most points out of specific agendas and specific things to pursue in the game. So it may look sound a bit bizarre, but as long as this is only an unboxing video, I'm not going to go into more details on this, because we're going to have a separate how to play video. It's all about the story, the way the players play, and the feeling they get out with their involvement in the theme. This is a fantastic opportunity for you to play a game with your partner or with your friend and immerse yourself in the story that is provided depending on the chapter you're playing. You see there are different chapters. We're going to come back to that. And enjoy the game while you do so. So the rules are not that difficult. It's very easy to follow the game. It also has an introductory chapter, which is recommended, so you can get to learn the rules while you play. So it's good to see that the guys have dividers for the cards. Most of the days now you don't see dividers in card games, and it's a pity, because look how nice and organized your game will be with the use of such an addition like those dividers. Okay, so what we get is the wooden components. There is obviously the heavy element of the blue side and the pink side. These are wooden discs that you're going to put on your cards and pursue the different agendas depending on the chapter you're playing. Keep in mind, I really mentioned this before, but you're not playing yourself, and if you play the game as if it was you may do that for the fun of it, but most probably you're not going to win, because you need to get into character with Fog of Love, and it's all about that. First of all, the tray is the insert is fantastic. It holds everything well together with the dividers and all the the slots for everything. What I found very interesting is these card holders. Again, such a brilliant idea. You only see this as an accessory that you buy nowadays with from specialized shops, but it's all about enjoying the game. So having your cards stand out vertical on these card holders for you only to see and not your opponent when you're sitting up one opposite to the other is a great idea. These poker chips are very heavy and are of excellent quality. Remind me of the poker chips in Too Many Bones, for those that you are aware. Very, very good quality. Heavy chips. You can hear them and see them. These are the options you play, because a lot of the cards are going to put you in a fantastic scenario. You're going to have to decide if you're going to do A, B, C or D as a result of your options within this situation, and your opponent is going to you're going to make a decision, and your opponent is going to try to make scores by guessing if you would do, depending on your character, obviously, if you would follow this selection or the other, and they're going to score points for that. So this pair of A, B, C, D poker chips, they may look very simple, but if you combine them with this, all these cards, you understand that you have such a variety and so many options to go. So I'm going to just spread everything around. Even the back of the card of the poker chip is very nice. Excellent quality. Very, very impressed with the quality of this game. Another addition, you have this fantastic plastic box where you get to store all of your wooden discs of your color and all your components, so you don't have to worry to put them in Ziploc bags or I don't know, throw them in the insert, because you only have to store them here. Okay, and then you just take the lid, you open the lid and you take it out and you play. Again, I wish that many more companies would follow the example, their brilliant example that we see here in Fog of Love. Okay, I'm a bit of OCD, as you would have guessed by now. It even says Fog of Love on the box. Everything fits nicely here. So you take it out, you open and you start playing. It's very good quality, thick plastic. And then you store them here, no problem whatsoever. Then you get all these different cards for the trades. The trade deck, the profession deck. So you build your character with those. We're going to come back with a lot of details during the how to play video. So we have the high school sweethearts scenario. This is a sealed deck. I know what I want, another one. These are combined with these cards and they make a different separate experience each time. Nothing prohibits you from playing the same story, because it's all about the options you make and the character you build. With a different character, different traits, different personality, you need to pursue different things. So combined with the scenarios, you get endless replayability. And it's only good news that they're coming with more of this. It's fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the high school sweethearts just to show you. The quality of the card is great. It's big, the text is well written, iconography is easy to follow, And here you see the different type of the cards. There's a scene. Most of these cards have scenes and specific examples, destiny and destiny. For this male, this is his destiny. So you will stay in the relationship, but you will only be happy if you satisfy your needs. You will fulfill your destiny if you have an individual balance of 4 or more personality tokens on your trait goals, and your heart token indicates 30 or more, and your partner does not break up. So you need to stay in the relationship, you see. It's such a beautiful idea. I'm very, very impressed with the design of this game, and really, I have only good things to say about both the production and the concept. You see, in modern board gaming we see a lot of games, but we see a lot of repetition as well nowadays. With Fog of Love this is not the case. It was a fine example. You see, you put your heart indicator here, depending if you're playing male or female. You can even play 2 females or 2 males. And again, there's a lot of scenes. The cards are numbered, so you can follow what you do with, you have different numbers and different categorization for the cards. I'll show you. So you can follow, and even the introductory scenario says go and read now card 2 or card 3 or whatever, so you can easily follow the instructions on what to do. So this is a serious deck, this is the drama deck, and this is the sweet deck. We have 3 decks. Plus, what we have is those 3 small cards. A lot of cards in this game. One is the occupation deck, where this deck, when you set up your character and you begin to play a game, you need to have an occupation. And sometimes when you mix the occupation, the traits of your character and everything, you have different agendas to pursue. So you can be a teacher, you can be a psychologist, you can be a programmer, a pilot, a manager, journalist, insurance agent, flight attendant, firefighter, farmer, whatever, you name it. All of these options are here. And it's such a cool idea because, you can role play with your partner and you pretend to be a teacher which has this and that in the specific traits in their character, and they are, you're playing the sweetheart deck, for example, scenario. You're trying to, you explain to the world, or you play through the detail of the scenario, where is your relationship and where you started and where you're going. Really, I think the designer of the game deserves more than 2 thumbs up. I don't know, this sounds silly what I'm saying, but I always speak about board games to groups and different audiences, and trying to expand our hobby, persuade them that why board gaming nowadays is even more important than ever. And Fog of Love is a fine example to show them that there are all these different things you can do with board games, and they're so innovative. The theme is so innovative, and the gameplay is so innovative that they have to really forget about everything they knew about board games and just come and see, for example, a fresh session of Fog of Love, and see what's all about modern board gaming. So these are this is a trait deck. For example, you can be pretentious, you can be patient, you can be narrow-minded, you can be macho, irresponsible, hypocritical, greedy. So when you play a greedy character, your decisions need to take this under consideration, and your goal will be linked to that. So this is something very important, because it's very easy to go ahead and play, but it's very interesting that you have to play as a different character, and you can even get this game up a notch if you even role play even more. So besides what the game as a mechanic and as a content makes you do, if you really like getting the theme out even much more than already comes out from this design, you can role play even more and make the best out of it. And this is a featured deck. For example, worn out jewelry, well dressed, unstylish, tattooed, tall, symmetric face, stuttering, strange makeup, smiling, shaky hands, piercing eyes, perfect teeth. I mean, you can start getting, you can start get the picture, I think, from all the description I gave and all the details. So I only have good things to say about the game. Hope I managed to show you how excellent the production is and how impressed I am with this game, both from production-wise, but also from the idea and the concept behind the game. Very, very excited about it. I had the chance to play another copy quite a few times so far and really enjoyed it. So we're going to come back with a how to play video about the game. Hope you enjoyed this experience and what we show you today. Many thanks for watching.